What's up, everybody? It's Tori Nix. I'm back on it. It's July 22nd. It's 8:28 on the clock. And I'm going to get into it. This is my second message for the day, but this one will be kind of catered towards entrepreneurs, maybe artists, anybody just trying to build something from the ground up. All right, so this is based on a download that I had the other night. If you don't know what a download is where you have certain epiphanies about things, or maybe you hear certain messages within your mind, clairaudient messages and things of that nature. So yesterday I kept hearing, or the other day I kept hearing stallion, right? And I was like, why do I keep hearing that? So I look up the word stallion, and sometimes I'm just like, when you get these downloads, sometimes it's like you have to go through a series of just research to understand what it means. So I kid you not. So I looked up the word stallion. Okay, of course, we know it's an adult male horse who hasn't, I guess, uncastrated. I guess that's like something to do with the testicles or something. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so that didn't really give me any insight. So I kept digging. I'm like, what is the symbolism or the spiritual meaning of a stallion? So I'm going to read y'all the definition. It says that horses' symbolism, or stallions, okay, it includes determination, endurance, valor, freedom, travel, beauty, majesty, and spirit. Okay, those are beautiful. What's the word? Like descriptions, right? But one thing that stuck out to me was endurance. Okay, so I kept doing my deep dive. Then I started to think about horsepower. So I kept saying horsepower, like what the fuck? So it still was ringing like endurance and things like that. So, okay, I go look up horsepower, right? Now I'm looking it up again so I can read the actual definition to you guys, so y'all can follow me even more. So when you look up the horsepower definition, it says a unit of power equal to 550 foot-pounds per second. Then the second one says it's the power of an engine measured in terms of horsepower. So I'm still just like, well, what is that? So I go down and it just says it's a unit of measurement of power. Now that right there kind of just let me realize, okay, so this is trying to show me something a little deeper. So then I go down and it says the rate at which work is done. So I kind of start feeling like, okay, cool. Like I understand what this is trying to say now. It's kind of centering around like what I was thinking about as far as like, coming into a certain level within your path. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you've been laying a brick a day, knowing that you've been following the course, staying the course, you've endured a lot, right? That's what it kept hitting me with. So then I started to think about it, and somehow I was led to go look up the Kentucky Derby. Okay? Now, I've never been into racing. I've never watched racing. Particularly horse racing. I've never been into it. But it was something about it. When I watched it, it was like the energy that these horses give in these races, man, it's like a determination. It was like the endurance, and it kind of like when I was watching it, it was raising my energy. I know it sounds crazy, but it was like an intense energy flowing through me just by watching this on TV, right? So I watch, the first thing that comes up when I research the Kentucky Derby was the race that came, let me look. So it was on May 7th. This is when it was uploaded, okay? Now, when I clicked on it, the first thing is that I saw it had 5.5 million views, okay? If you know something about 5.5, 5 symbolizes changes. But if you add those two up, it gives you a 10, which is a 1 and a 0. And if you get into numerology, you understand that a 1 is a new beginning and a 0 is a ending, okay? So I had already peeped that. Now I watched this race for the first time, and it's not long. The video is 250 or 230, 238, and I'm going to post it below. So it's short. But as I'm watching this race, man, I'm listening to the commentator. You know, they're talking about the people in the front. You know, I thought even number 7 was going to win, right? It was, let me look. I think that the 7, his name was like Crown Pride. That was the horse's name. Okay, and then there were like 2 or 3 other ones. So, of course, the commentators are focused on the people in the front, right? But I kid y'all not. Number 21. Now, I don't know how that race is set up. But what I'm saying from my spiritual eye, this is what I got from it. So there was number 21. He was on the end, okay? There are numbers 1 through 21. And I peeped number 21 in the beginning. But of course, as we're watching the race, we're focused on the people that's in the front, right? As were the commentators, as was probably the audience and everybody else watching. But I kid you not, for some reason, I kept my eyes on number 21. This man was in the back the whole time of this race. And when I tell y'all, like, it was just like slowly but surely, he started really going hard, like creeping up on these people, right? At the last few seconds of that race, he won. And what it brought back to me was like, sometimes the last does finish first. Because we've taken our time, we've been able to, we've been able to analyze where we're going. We're able to, pace ourselves more. That's what I was getting. And basically, it was just like a reassurance to let other people know too that you're on the right path, and just keep your pace. Keep enduring this race that we're on, regardless if you are just starting out on your journey or you might be coming to the end of your journey and you hitting that mark that you've always wanted. Just stay that course. That's what I got from it. Meaning, like, it's like the marathon came back in my mind. Like, we're running laps. We're not trying to sprint this shit. I think it's more efficient to actually jog. You know what I'm saying? Kind of rest a little bit in between. Get back on it. That's going to help you finish the marathon even more. Versus if you sprint all the way, you're going to get tired. Right? Just like this particular one, everybody was rushing out into the front. It's from what I was observing. But and as I looked at it after I saw it the first time, I observed the pace. How the pace was he was still with the group, but he wasn't outrunning the group at first. But that's how he got to boost past them at the end, because he preserved his energy. He waited until it was his time to go forward. And that's what I took from it. So I say today, y'all, stay the course. If you are on that journey, I would watch that race, man. It kind of give you a different perspective on your path. You got to be able to fuel yourself, motivate yourself on this journey. It's self-motivating when you're being self-made. So if I can help y'all, I'm going to do that. Like, just things that keep me pushing. I'll share it with you guys. But yeah, I'm going to put that in the link below. Y'all check it out, and maybe y'all can get some inspiration from it today and maybe some motivation to just keep going, okay? So that's pretty much it. I hope that kind of just, put something in your mind today, and I hope y'all go forward, do something good today, work at your craft, and, all the best to you. Y'all stay up, stay in love, and stay in light. See y'all later.